Alright, I'm back to make a video to give my thoughts on the direct that just finished. And yeah, I'm just gonna yap for a couple of minutes. So, just because I don't know that doesn't mean anything. I am still very excited for what's to come. But in my opinion, this direct was kinda underwhelming. I felt like a part, let's just go through everything. So the first thing I start off with is Collector Simulator, a game that I personally have never played. It's not doesn't have a huge audience. A lot of people said that the game's not really that good. Doesn't really look that interesting to me. And then they start off great, but I thought they should have started off with what? Parkour Circle 2. Basically, Parkour Circle was very popular, so they made a second game. And this is the first update for the game, which makes you able to buy stuff. You can jump higher and you can run faster. But I feel like this personally should have opened the direct. So a lot of people open with Collector Simulator, a game that looks pretty basic. I don't think it was really the way to go, and a lot of people are waiting for this update. So, yes, it's personally made me very excited. And then we completely moved on to Mob Fighter Deck, which is a game that a lot of people like. It's certainly pretty popular still, but just hasn't updated in a while. So it's very nice, and I'm very happy to see that this game updates again. Seems like there's going to be a new island, which is pretty normal. So yeah, that's going to be great. And yeah, then we get into Shoveling Sim 2. Of course, it's gonna be a new world. We already knew this. It's gonna be a woe world, so it's gonna be cool. Then we go to a new game, Dropper game. Yes, a Dropper mine game. We've not ever seen this genre in a mine game, so this should be pretty interesting. Then the Long Walk update we've all been waiting for. It's very nice. And the last one is Minecart. Has the laggiest screen of all time. Like, this is not a good thing to show for the game. Like, hopefully the game's not that laggy, actually. But I just think it was kind of underwhelming because most of those games, there was just nothing, apart from like Minecart, there was just nothing that really surprised me? Like, there wasn't really nothing that surprised you, and nothing really, like, there was nothing that was really, like, showed off. Like, it felt more like headlines than showing off. And if you realize, one of the things I realized when I was ending is like, this is very short. And if you see, this is actually the shortest Mind Game Direct we have ever had. 6 minutes and 9 seconds. Normally it's around like 8 minutes. But this one was just about around 6 minutes. And like, we just didn't really see anything. Nothing really to get me hyped for. And maybe just all the big games. And also, for my games, there weren't really any games shown. I don't think, a lot of disappointment, there was only one new game. Proper game being the one new game. I gotta count everything that it had. Collector Simulator, Parkour Circle 2, um, Sword Legend, no, Mob Fighters, Proper Game, Shoveling Sim. Like, I can barely count about like 6 or 7 games. Like, what? Like, it just doesn't have me as hype as other directs? We're like, and it's crazy because we're quite late in the month for this. And we're quite late in the month for this. So it's interesting that we didn't, get a better one like I thought we would. But like, even though I'm kind of yapping, I'm still very excited for these games. Because these are games that I all play. So it's still very exciting. But even in Minecraft, it was so laggy that you couldn't even see you could see the new track, but you couldn't see if they were adding anything new or anything. That is the rat felt a bit rushed, as people said. And the games looked like very they didn't show off like in those games they didn't show off like apart like literally only in Barber Circle 2 did they show off stuff that we've never seen before. Like Dropper, we know what a Dropper looked like. Minecart, they didn't show off anything new with that, they just show off new track. Well they were doing shoveling sims as well. They had an opportunity to show off new things. But they didn't. But anyways, this is gonna be the end of my little yap. Maybe tell me in the comments how you feel. I just think the other right was a bit underwhelming, in my opinion. That's just what I personally think.